Hiya, welcome back to Cleethorpes. We got a Zino 1, so this is original Zino. We tried the Zino 2 out earlier in a previous video. Bit disappointed with it, not sure if it's a dodgy batch or a dodgy one that I've got. Think it's probably going to get returned basically. But let's have a go with the Zino 1, which is the first Zino that Hubsan made. Just check our settings out. Actually, I think you got to switch into video mode. Right, then you got to check your settings. We're at 4K 30, white balance, automatic, although it says ordinary. Let's press, right, we're going to bind it. I thought I already had, because I did test this the other day. Okay, bound it again, start recording. So far, this app seems to be more responsive and it seems to be working better. So, okay. Yeah, that's it. That seems a lot better to me than the Zino 2. It's holding its position much better. Yeah, that was close. I'm gonna get a bit of altitude, drop it back, bank it that way. They're not known for holding. Basically, this hasn't got optical flow sensors. So this is basically, this drone doesn't have the ability to kind of like look at the ground and position itself, although the previous Zino we tested, the Zino 2 Plus, that didn't manage to do it either. So I'm gonna drop the camera down. Again, very slow gimbal descending. Hang on, you're not on shot range. Hang on, I'm gonna pull it back. Right, now you're in shot range. But basically, yeah, it's kind of floating around everywhere in the sky. But I would say so far, I'm more impressed with this original Zino, which can be had for a really good price. It seems to be flying a lot better than the Zino 2 Plus. Maybe I just got a bad one. But what I want to do is try out a few things. Basically, I first want to try out I want to try out a droney. So let's just kind of move the camera back so I'm on it. Let's see if I can go into the modes, create a video. I don't know, it doesn't look like we've got dronies on this, are we? Yeah, this is interesting. So I just kind of assumed it would have the same modes as the Zino 2, which it doesn't. Droney's pretty common on a lot of drones now, you'd expect it to have it. But let's have a look, create a video. It's certainly not holding it. So we've only got panorama shot, orbit shot, or fly to sky, so that's not too great. Let's have a look if there's anything else in here. That's orbit mode. So yeah, kind of quite a bare, point of interest mode. No, I don't want that. I want to come out of that. Let's go into normal mode again. It's trying to hold itself with GPS, that's why it says GPS hold mode on the screen. But I'd say this is already a better experience though than the original, than the Zino 2 Plus, which just didn't do very well. I'll tell you what we'll try out. We'll try out the Waypoint Mode, because we didn't have very good luck with the Waypoint Mode on the Zino 2 Plus. It's going to be interesting to see what the signal's like on this drone as well, because we had terrible signal issues. Right, I want to pick the camera up. Nice smooth gimbals on these. They move up and down really nice. So let's go into Waypoint Mode, mission planning. Right, you kind of adjust your, you do that, right? Yeah, you basically pinch it in. You do draw, and you kind of draw a line, and then you go back, and then you've got like a kind of submit button. Retain and submit, done, click OK. Now let's see what happens with this Zino. It should go off down the beach, and it looks like it is. I tell you, so far this Zino, mind you, it's going a bit over towards the leisure centre, which I don't want it to do. Hang on, let's come out of that a minute. Let's come out of that mode. I'm going to go back into waypoint mode again. Let's just do mission planning, because really, I suppose... Right, hang on, let's delete all those. Right, so delete all the waypoints. Then I'm going to draw another one. I'll tell you what, if this works, then the waypoint mode is pretty good. Right, okay, mission length, okay. It's 1.1, so no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to clear all those. I'll tell you what, the draw feature on these, if it works, I'm just going to do a simple one like that. Oh, hang on. Oh, you got to upload your waypoints. Retain and submit. Done. Okay. Now it should be doing it now. It should be going off and doing its waypoints and getting filming on the route. And that's pretty good. So far, it kind of feels like this drone works better than the Zino 2 Plus, which I'm really shocked by. Because the Zino 2 Plus costs like, you know, around about £400. I'm not sure in dollars. I think they're around $500, between $500 and $600. I've seen them. You might be able to get them a bit cheaper at the moment. It's on deals. But certainly from Amazon, this is like £300 something, £390. But yeah, it's going off down the beach and it's doing its mission. I'll keep the controller kind of pointed that direction, but definitely feels a lot better to me. Doesn't seem to be, you know, breaking up on the, yeah, it again, night and day. When I got that Zino 2 Plus and I flew, I didn't enjoy it. It just, everything was going wrong. It wasn't accepting my SD card, even though it was compatible with it. It was a U3. I couldn't get it into 4K 30 mode. It was a problem with 4K 60 because of the memory card. I tested it the night before, making sure that memory stick all worked. I checked that other people said it worked with it, and it just didn't work. So, but yeah, it looks like it's going up and doing the waypoints. Most people don't really use the waypoints feature, but quite a cool little feature, because you can try to say, I want to get nice shots of the beach. I think I'll bring it back now. We'll try and do tracking mode, so see if it can follow me around a bit. But so far, very impressed. I mean, I don't know what the footage quality is like, but yeah, I was saying how the Femi, you just get it up, you get it up in the air. Same with the Mini 2. The Zino 2 Plus didn't feel like that. This does feel more like a drone that is trustworthy, to be honest with you. Right, okay, so now it's saying it's done that part, it's coming back now. Actually, this is impressive for a drone that costs a lot more. Battery level's only 40%, so that's a little issue, because of course it doesn't have as good a battery life as a Zino 2 Plus or a Femi X8. I found the Femi X8 seemed to have a longer life than the Zino 2 Plus as well. But I think the batteries are dirt cheap for these, and you can find them on eBay all the time because they're not the smart batteries. So let's let it come home, which it's doing. But yeah, so far relatively impressed with this. I think I'm sending the Zino 2 Plus back. I think there's definitely something not quite right with it, but the software didn't feel very solid to me. I've read a lot of problems with reviewers saying that they had issues with their SD cards as well, so I kind of assumed that would have been fixed in a firmware. I have the latest firmware, so yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed by that, but hopefully we can get this one back. Also, we've got the sport mode again on the controller on this. Feels like a cheaper controller again, but not terrible. Not quite as good as the Zino 2's controller. It doesn't have any telemetry on the display or anything, but yeah, certainly not bad. Not bad at all. Rechargeable controller as well, so you don't have to stick batteries in it. You just plug it in, charge it. It's still on 4 bars, although we've only really flown it once. So, but yeah, it should be heading back to us now. Hopefully, it's white, so it's hard to make out, even if you've got line of sight to it. But yeah, it should be on its way back now. It's only at 30 meters, so we don't want to go too high anyway around here. But yeah, it looks like it's on its way back. I don't think it has intelligent landing. Let's see. Oh, hang on. No, I don't think it is on its way back. I think it's finished its waypoint. So we go into normal mode. Let's say land. Let's say return to home. Right. So actually, that's my fault. It was just sat there waiting for me to tell it what to do. Of course, on the screen it looks like you've put it back roughly where you started, but you haven't. So that's cool. We found that Zinos can do waypoints, and actually I think the interface for doing waypoints is a lot better. But what I'm going to do, I think, is with this last bit of battery life, I'm going to try out the tracking quickly. Okay, let's let it come down. I'm going to cancel the return to home, I think. I'm going to cancel the return to home, and I'm going to pull it down manually. So it's coming down. To be honest with you, it wasn't far off. It wasn't far off its landing pad. So what I want to do is I want to kind of turn it round to me. I want to get it I want to drop its camera down. I want to go into the following mode. It's got active track. Forbidden, not allowed. So I'm guessing maybe you can do the GPS one, I don't know. Following mode, follow me, nah. It's because it's only got 22% left. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll go back into normal mode, we'll have a bit of a fly around the salt plane thing, or whatever it's called. We'll have a little bit of a fly around, but we're probably gonna have to land it. 8 seconds, this aircraft will return. So that's the kind of battery life you're dealing with. Now, you know, basically we are gonna struggle. It's gonna return itself automatically now. It will return itself automatically. Let's have a look in the settings and see if there's anything about being able to you know, intelligently land. I don't know if it will have. I believe it can use its camera to intelligently land, but we will find out. But yeah, these are older. Yeah, I can't see anything in there. It may be possible, but I think we need to get it down before it basically falls out of the sky. So hang on, we're going to pull it back away because else it's going to land on Emily. Right, there we go. Whoop. Right, well, I didn't quite make it to the landing pad there, but you know, not too bad. I tell you what, apart from it having like barely any battery life, like literally we flew it up there, bit around here for a few seconds. Maybe I had the drone on for 5 minutes while I was calibrating everything and getting everything right. But yeah, look, does the recording work? Yeah. It's just got a low battery life. I think that's the biggest problem with this, but it felt like it flew better than a Zino 2 Plus. Maybe I just had a bad one, but definitely that's not bad. That's a pretty good drone. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, for a basic, get you up in the air, fly around a bit, that's a good drone, but definitely need another battery. I've only got one battery because it was on like a phenomenally cheap deal on Banggood. So I got it. I've only got the one battery model with the case, so I can't unfortunately and do any more with that. Right, so I'll leave it continuing, but yeah, basically, in fact, actually I will start the recording. But yeah, one thing I'll say is the recording just seems to work as it would on the Femi. You turn it on, you turn it off. You know, it seems silly, but things like that matter quite a bit when you're flying around trying to get a shot. You just don't want hassle with SD cards and it not recording properly. What we had on the Zino 2 Plus, this drone feels much more basic, but it works. It works in a basic but dependable way. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit of a short flight, unfortunately, because of the battery. We'll try and get some other batteries for that, because I think we'll definitely be taking that one out again. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps you. I know we didn't get to test a lot out, we need more batteries, but that was brilliant, you know, flying there. So thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. If you could subscribe, that would be great. If you could click the like button, brilliant. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, we'll see you again in the next one.